We've got a developing situation as an NFL officiating crew is now being accused of criminal activity for their role in determining the outcome of the Steelers-Ravens game on Sunday. We have the plays in question, and you can decide for yourself as we roll with Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. Up first, take a look at this. Jason Whitlock says what was done to Baltimore was criminal, absolutely criminal, undermines the credibility of the league. Yeah, and with 2:47 remaining, this was originally ruled a touchdown to give the Ravens the lead.
Look this off. Reset his feet.
Had to be for a flicker of a second, a nightmare for Likely.
Yeah, and now listen as Tony Romo was convinced that it would stand as a touchdown.
1, 2. That will stand. That is definitely a touchdown.
Yeah, but then he realizes there might be a problem.
After last week,
It was.
enough of this losing the football around the goal line. But it's a touchdown.
It's close enough to keep looking at, though.
Yeah, but wait until you hear what the referees actually admitted as we roll with Revel Rideshare. Ride for less, drive for more. Download it now. Revel Rideshare. The official's explanation of this call is now officially problematic. NBC Sports said the NFL replay review of the TD catch focused on counting feet and ignored the clear and obvious standard. And the interview with the league official, Mark Butterworth, asking about the act common to the game, what would constitute 2.5 steps before the third step went down? What would constitute an act common to the game? Butterworth, for this play, it would have been him completing the third step. So we needed the third step in the end zone in this situation? Butterworth, yes, sir. Yeah, but it's especially troubling for Ravens fans because this actually was ruled a Steelers touchdown back in week 4.
A touchdown. Catch, 1, 2, and then is he trying to do something with it? Terry, is that good enough for a touchdown?
It's absolutely a catch, Mike. He gets control, 2 feet down, and then takes an additional step, which completes the catch before he loses control. This is a touchdown.
Yeah, and here's John Harbaugh postgame, trying his best to not get fined for blasting the officials.
Yeah, the explanation was the third foot didn't get down before the ball came out. That's what they said.
Do you believe it should have been touchdown?
You know what? I believe a lot of things. I think the Aaron Rodgers play, I mean, just talking about rules here, it's not an officiating issue. It comes from New York. But
quote, John Harbaugh is reserved in tone, but clear in his words. Based on the rules of the NFL, the referees made multiple bad calls that swung this game. Yeah, but you have to see what else the officials decided in this game. As we continue with Lindstrom, air conditioning and plumbing. 50 years in Florida. I love those guys. The Aaron Rodgers play that Harbaugh spoke of also went the Steelers' way. Take a look.
Who they say was the one in the end who caught the football.
Yeah, but if Rodgers is down right there, if he still has possession, his knee's on the ground.
He is on the ground.
Out.
Yeah, and it's here that the CBS crew floats the idea that Rodgers may have been down.
Tip it back to himself. Should have let that one go. Oh! And with a broken wrist, still tries to. Oh, he might be down.
Yeah, Buchanan was the one he was battling with.
Yeah, but Harbaugh actually makes a valid point on this.
when you're making a catch, you have to survive the ground. You know, he didn't survive the ground. He's not down by contact. He was catching the ball on the way down with another person. So you got to make a catch there and survive the ground. I don't know why it was ruled the way it was on that one.
Yeah, and the ramifications of this officiating are absolutely enormous.
The Steelers' reports of their demise greatly exaggerated with that win. 2/3 chance now that the Steelers win the AFC North. The Ravens now a game behind. The problem, they will get a crack at the Steelers week 18. The problem for the Ravens, though, between now and then, they got to play the Patriots. They got to go into Lambeau and play the Packers. That is a tough schedule for the Ravens to even get to that week 18 with a shot still.
And on that likely touchdown overturned, bad sports ref said this being called incomplete may have decided the AFC North title. The question is on the board, delivered by Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Order now at budschicken.com. Question, what is actually the biggest problem with all of this? Well, it may not be the officiating. It might actually be the rules and how it is they are written to be interpreted. And also this, gambling. Because of it, listen, everybody thinks everything is rigged and everybody's on the take when they don't seem to get things their way. The calls may have been right. It's just that the rules may have been wrong. But it's always right to save money when you ride or make more money when you drive rideshare. That's Revel Rideshare. Download it now. Revel Rideshare, where you can ride for less, drive for more, and everybody gets rewarded with every mile. Hit subscribe, hit like and comment. Tell me where I'm right and wrong. I reply to you all. And remember, every day above ground is a good day. Some are just more questionable than others. So say goodnight to the bad guy.